Be excellent to each other and party on. We're back for another Legacy League, and today I am playtesting and preparing for try-hard mode. I'm going to the Buffalo Chicken Dip. Tomorrow I'm waking up very early, cruising all the way down to Houston from Dallas with my friend John Lee, and we are going to be on the road for 4 hours. Then we're going to get to Asgard Games, and then we're going to play the event, and then we're going to get in the car, and we're going to drive 4 more hours to get back. So this is what my try-hard deck is currently. I'm off beans. I think it's just like playing 3 colors is too much of a liability. I am playing some Tundras in here. This is not a no reserve list deck. You could play a no reserve list version, but with Tundra, you can fit a couple Wastes in. You can fit a Crocus. I've tried the tempo versions of this deck. I wasn't satisfied with them. I feel like a more pure control list is really strong. The main distinction from my list, what distinguishes my list from other lists is I'm playing 2 Solitude. This is very good right now in the meta. And I'm playing Assimilation Aegis because it pitches to both Solitude and to Force. Previously, I was playing Cryptic Coat, but I think it's better to just have a lot of removal right now. Like, it's crazy how fast the format is. Like, I mean, it's fair. The fair decks are really fast now. Like, Moonshadow speeds things up. The Badger Mole Cub. I'm playing a 1 dress down main deck. Sideboard, I've got a lot of Force Negations as always because I don't like to lose to combo. I've got 4 Consigns because I don't like to lose to Eldrazi or Big Mana. I've got a Lavinia. I've got 2 Wrath of the Skies, and I've got 2 Prismatic Endings and 2 Hydroblasts, and I've got a comprehensive sideboard guide. Last time I played this, I went 4-1. It felt really great, and I'm hoping to do well with this as well. Up against an unknown opponent who complimented my username. Okay, so they're unknown. I don't like to throw back hands that have lands and spells against unknown opponents, but this hand is uniquely pretty meh. It's got the Meteor Sword, which doesn't do anything. It's a big brick. I'm going to mulligan. And this is a no-lander. Odds of finding a no-lander when you have 20 cards in your deck, less than 4%. So that's unlucky. Mulligan. This is the best hand we've seen, but it's still not that great. It does have the Felia Riddler combo. Who am I to complain? It has a Wasteland, which might be useful. Our opponent has mulled to 6. Okay, so I'll keep. I could just play on basics. So I'll put back Scalding Tarn. I mean, I could put back the Wasteland, and then I have, if I do draw a Force Land, I mean, this could be good. This would be bad. My opponent did mull. I think I'm going to put like the Murktide, and I'm going to keep the Wasteland. And that way, if we do need to just play him out of exile because our Felia gets pushed, we have that option. I'm going to play out the Strand because it's ambiguous as to what I'm playing. Like half of Legacy plays Flooded Strand. Very few decks play Prismatic Vista. Opponent draws up to 7 cards, and interesting. Are they just not going to play anything? Okay, that's fair. That tells me they're probably on oops, sadly. I had to face it twice in the previous video, which was just minutes before I started recording this one. I literally just stopped recording and I went to this one. I had to face it twice. They said Loki might have misread my hand skull. Okay. So I guess skull is like, you can't add emoji here. Maybe you can. I don't know. Well, I'm just going to pass. My hand is actually a lot better. This plow is good. But if they're on oops, then okay, Chrome Mox. Okay, so they are on some sort of combo nonsense probably. So we're probably still dead. Okay, Beseech Storm. Cabal Ritual. Necrodominance. All right, I'm just going to see if I'm dead. I'm not going to give them any information. Yeah, there's nothing I could have done here. They may fizzle. It's unlikely. Are they going to go to 1? They're going to 1. So if you're ever in this situation, you have Bowmasters. This is the fastest combo deck in Legacy. It's even faster than Oops, but it does have a fail rate. I don't want to show them that I have Felia, but I can't F6 because I need to actually like do something. Like I need to play Felia out so I can immediately attack and kill them. Okay, they have Born Upon a Wind, so they probably win now. Petal. They have lots of mana. The question is, do they have a siege to go get the tendrils? Oh, they're just going to tendrils me for 10. Well, I can't do anything about that, unfortunately. If I could evoke, I could like just apply my own creature and survive. Okay, I didn't have to give them any information on my deck. They probably think I'm Jeskai because I'm playing Prismatic Vista, and Jeskai is generally the only deck that does that. So we'll bring in the Force Negations. Consign sucks here, but it can hit the trigger. Like, we just need to assume that there's no game to be played here. Nothing's going to happen. Like, it's going to be garbage time, unfortunately. But this is part of the meta, and you just have to accept it. Like, yeah, Felly is better than Solitude. Might gain us some life if they get loose. Like they were loose. Like if I'd had a Solitude in my hand, I could have survived that plow, or that and just won. But they didn't know that. I will put the plow back in just so I can plow my own creature, I guess. I don't think that it really matters. Basically, like this. Okay, did we find 2 force of wills? If we find 2 forces, I think we'll win. That's how this usually works. Hydroblast. So technically, you can counter like the one that like discards their hand, which is pretty important if we can do that. So I guess I could hold it. I think it's probably better than plow. Solitude just does nothing here. But we need something, so I guess I bring in... I mean, I don't have enough white cards. I guess I just leave a plow in. I could leave a Solitude, but the odds of us having both the Solitude and... Yeah, I'll just bring in a plow. I actually think that Solitude is correct. I shouldn't have the plow on my deck. This is on the play. We can consign the trigger. And... Oh, we can consign the storm trigger. Yeah, I'll do this. I'll just play this and I'll pass. And then what we're going to do is we're going to force pitching Ponder. And then when they packed, then we can consign the storm trigger and they would have to storm a second time. And if they don't Thoughtseize us, then we're okay. Okay, I'll just force this. You have the pact. You have the pact. Okay. So pact happens. They can search their deck. I think they just get Necrodominance. And then what I can do is I can consign the Necrodominance trigger and then they die to their pact. Unless they happen to have a second pact. But I think I like this better than trying to like stop the storm trigger. They have another pact! Oh, I'm sorry. I just yelled in your ear. That was so frustrating. What the hell? All right, so I'll just F6 and they almost never fizzle. I'm just going to go make a sandwich. Okay. You're saying there's a chance. Let's see if I have any sideboard time. Okay, good. I still have some time for sideboarding. Take out our plow that is not going to do anything ever. Bring in Solitude. Just because it could, like in theory, target one of my creatures and gain life. Nothing matters. It's like Bohemian Rhapsody. Nothing really matters. Any way the wind blows. I mean, I guess we have to keep this. This is double force hand. I'm not going to make it easy for them. But I don't have a blue for consign. So if they slow roll it, they could get a critical mass. I'm not sure whether their deck plays any... Gosh, I don't know. The Shusher or anything like that. I haven't seen it in a while. Nobody plays it because it's too unreliable. Like, they just whiffed, which was beautiful. So I'm gonna keep. I got plenty of clock, but I pretend to think very hard. Anybody who's watched my channel is playing against me, and they're like, "Oh, Be Excellent's thinking awfully hard right now." You know that I'm bluffing. Probably not thinking hard. I'll let you Dark Ritual. All right. Do you have 2 packs again? I will pitch a Dress down here. It's just a blue card. It doesn't do anything in this matchup. Okay. Wow. That's good. That is good. Okay. They're down to 1 card. Need an island. Oh, that's a good card. I'll take that one. So we're just kind of in garbage time here because we had to keep a all force hand basically to ensure we didn't die. Okay. And they they can't run it again. They only have like 8 win cons in their deck. It's kind of like, oops, like they're unlikely to find it, but boy, is it tilting when they do find it. Right? I'll just pass. Do you enjoy this opponent? Do you enjoy playing Magic like this? All right, let's find a land deck. There we go. I'm going to use it. Okay, there we go. And now we're kind of back in it. Like, I don't really want to drop my guard with the Riddler here. I'll just chill and I'll end that Brainstorm. I'm not really dropping my guard at all. But it doesn't really, like, it draws me a card, but it doesn't really get me closer to where I want to be. Let's go get his Hundra. I'll just go ahead and do this now. Okay, that's pretty good. So we still don't have a win con, unfortunately. So I'll redraw. Oh, I can consign my Riddler, and then I just win with that. Yeah, that'll work. So is there a card that I can throw back? I guess I could throw back my redundant consign. Okay, so now we'll draw. I'll just get a Tundra here. Riddle. And we're still going to have 2 force effects, hopefully. Yeah, 2 force effects. So we should still be fine. And now we just have to hit them 5 times. And their mana is so brittle that they would need 3 packs. And then they would be trying to win without any mana. Which I don't know if they can actually do that. Like, yeah, they have Spirit Guides, but they would need to Spirit Guide a whole bunch. And they'd also need to have Manamorphose. And if for some reason, like, we force down to like 1 card, we're going to draw like 2 cards every turn cycle, which would be great. Okay, green under here. What is this? Double green? Oh, Manamorphose. Yeah, you can know that. Another Manamorphose. I could just cut this off right here. And they don't draw a card. And yeah, I think it's fine. Because I want to keep the Force Negation in hand. They pack there. Okay, so I'll let Pact resolve. And now I will just force. And I don't believe they can win anymore. Okay, got it. Didn't expect to win that one. All right. Up against Moose. Unknown opponent. We got a double force hand in case they're a degen. Gonna brainstorm to fix our hand. Wasteland. I think I'm gonna keep this just in case. Like, it'd feel really bad if like they were on oops and we just and when you're playing against an unknown opponent and you get a multi-force hand, like there's like it's like a 50-50 thing on MTGO at any given point in the leagues and in tournaments too. Paper tournaments is less common, but it does happen. And generally a combo player might think, okay, what if they have a force? But they're probably not going to think, what if they have 2 forces? Because that's less likely. Also, like, what if they have 2 forces and they actually kept that hand? You know what I'm saying? In the blind. It is kind of disappointing because I wanted to do a lot of fair matchups for preparation because I expect the format to be like probably at least 70% fair. There might be some show and tell and stuff, but at the Buffalo Chicken Dip. So I'm thinking like if I can get some matches in against lands, there are always those lands players. They're always very good at playing lands. Like I don't think I've ever played against a lands player who wasn't exceptionally good at lands. I guess if you commit to buying the Tabernacle, you basically have to go off to some like retreat with other lands players and like learn all the different play patterns and stuff. But I'll play against like Epic Storm players who like trip all over themselves. And I'll play against, people that are on like basically whatever the best deck is at any given point. So that used to be Blue Black Reanimator. People just hemorrhaging value left and right, but their deck was so powerful that won anyway. But I've never experienced that with lands. I don't think I've ever played against somebody who was playing lands who wasn't extremely decisive and didn't always like basically make the best possible play I could think of. All right, my opponent has chosen to keep. They kept 5. I'm just going to play this out. I'm not going to make any actions. I don't know what I'm looking for off a Ponder. And if they're using Daze to protect like some sort of degen combo, I need to be able to pay. They're low enough on mana that I'll probably waste anything. Okay, Black Saga Storm. So this deck is scary because it does have Urza Saga, which can kill you. It's a combo deck with a backup plan. Let's go and take them off this. This also affects their... and I am going to go ahead and just Ponder here because I know what I'm looking for now. I'm looking for the other Wasteland that's in my deck. If they have Urza Saga, I'm looking for Dress Down. Those are the main ways. Tamio and another land. Yeah, I think it's good. I'll take the other land. I don't need the redundant Tamio. They may strip one from my hand. Actually, if they do, then I could just wait for the second one to arrive. Aegis is definitely the pitch here because I want to ideally have Brainstorm for my Tamio. Okay, no plays. Love it. Should we just start ticking up? I think I'm going to just start ticking up. Screw it. Like, I don't usually do no value Tamios, but if we take them all the way to Tamio Armageddon with us, that'll be great. Yeah, let's just do this. Oh, yeah, I actually have to keep the second Tamio here. Solitude doesn't do anything against their deck. I'll shuffle it away. I'll keep this land. I'll redraw it, I guess. Yeah, that's fine. So we got double forces, and we're Tamio, right in the Tamio Express against a Black Saga Storm opponent who mulled to 5, played it on a land, had that land get wasted. So I can always minus to get a force back after their first volley. I'll let that happen. I don't fight the LEDs. Oh, you are going all in, and you're going to be conceding soon, I suspect. Okay, good game. Yeah, so Lavinia is very good here. Wrath of the Skies is pretty good because it can blow up their lands, which is just delectable. I love saying that word, by the way. If you're delectable, you always say that word. It's one of my favorite words. I don't know why. That and cromulent. I don't know where that word came from, but like I've heard several people say it recently. Okay, so we can probably take out pre-war. We can probably strip down we probably don't need Solitude. Like, I mean, technically this can, yeah, actually I think Solitude's better than Plow, which might sound weird, but they're going to be wheeling us and we need to be able to do free stuff. Take out Wrath or Meteor Sword rather. So we still have a lot of cuts we need to make here. I could just take out all the Stoneforges, but then I have like 0 white cards. You know, I might want to bring in the Prismatic Endings and take these out. This is not on my sideboard guide, by the way. I have a sideboard guide. Did I mention that? I have a sideboard guide. I don't want to take out all the Plows, but I kind of have to, I think. Prismatic Ending is nice because it can hit like an LED that they hang out there. I'm going to take out a land on the draw. I'll just take out a Plains. Need to make 2 more cuts. Tommy was very good there. Murktide maybe actually good. It's a blue card. Belly is so good against constructs, I don't want to pull her. See, how many blue cards do we have? We can display, pile view, sort. You can do this sort of color. We've got 33 blue cards. I mean, like that might sound like a lot, but you can't have too many. Let's put it that way. I think I can probably trim. What am I trimming here? I could trim a couple mercs. I think Riddler, like these don't do anything by themselves. They get them dead, but Riddler actually draws his cards and stuff. Yeah. And we probably won't have a graveyard because they'll have wheeling. Wrath of the Skies, Lavinia, Force. We do technically have Force Negation if they try to turn 0 us. And then if we still have Lavinia, we're in a good position. We don't have the ability to use Wrath yet, but it is very good against our backup plan. So my hope is I stick this, I can fetch a white, and then I draw a white, and then I can Wrath for 0 and clear their board. I also have a Wasteland, which I may just aim at like their first land, but that is risky. They mulled a 4. Okay, this could be a quick one. I do like Black Saga Storm. I think it's a good deck. I don't see it very often. Tony Scaponi's like a deck building genius. And I would play against this like a million times before I played against Oops. Even though I think Oops is probably a better matchup for us because it doesn't have a plan B really. Spire of Industry, really cool card. Used to play it in my 8-cast deck to be able to pay for Dismember. Okay, so I'll play this out and we'll just chill. I'm not going to waste that. There are lots of other lands that I want to waste, and I want to get Lavinia down. Lavinia will rock them. It will annihilate them. That is good. I'm going to let that sit there. I'll just go get a Tundra here. And then I'm going to Lavinia. And then they can make a dude if they want, and then I'll Wrath the subsequent turn. Oh, we don't have a blue card. Yeah. I mean, Lavinia is risky because they could... No, they can't wheel. Actually, I don't know how dangerous it is, how risky it is to play Lavinia. I think I'm just going to jam her. I guess I could just Felia in the instep. Yeah, I'm going to Felia in the instep, and I'll just hold Lavinia one more turn. Once they have an artifact, they can... Yeah. I'm kind of worried that they're going to Thoughtseize, and then Lavinia won't be on the table to disrupt, and then they'll be able to combo. Vault. I screwed up by playing this out, by the way. This should have been a Plains. Now I don't have the option to... like, I can Wrath their board, but I won't be able to waste this as well. So let's go ahead and do this. And I'll just go ahead and blow. Because I don't want them to get the search. So I'll take out 2-year Lancer. Okay, that doesn't matter. It's going to die. But that's fine if you want to do that. I could have actually added that energy. I think that was kind of loose of me to not do that, just in case I draw the other one. But it's always going to be, Wrath for 0. I mean, there are some situations where it could be Wrath for 1. So it was correct for me to overpay. But again, I'm still I'm spiraling because I played the wrong land. I could have wasted this. Had them at 0 permanence. You're cool with that. That's fine. All right. Couldn't take them off this last land. All right, it works. Let's go ahead and Riddler here. Oh, wait, do I want to Riddler? I think I just Lavinia. I mean, I like Riddler, but I like winning. I like winning. What can I say? They're not going to do anything instant speed, I don't think. I also have... Well, I mean, if they do, then I can't force it. Yeah. But I want her to grow so we can end the game faster and we can move on to the next round. That will hopefully be something I will likely actually face. Okay, good games. All right, we're just tearing through these combo decks. See you in round 3. All right, round 3, we're up against another combo gamer. This person almost always, they said like, hello YouTube. I think that's what YT refers to. And not to what Chris Farley says in, I think it's Black Sheep. All right, let's see. I think this is a shuffle. I mean, they're likely on combo. That's mulligan. If I find, I want this in my hand for sure. So I'm going to keep. Card that goes back is this Merc. So now if they Omni, I can like potentially put this in and take their Emrakul. And then I can just equip and I've got Emrakul. Oh, what? They're on this. Well, I feel betrayed. This is fine though, because I've got the Tamio Brainstorm combo, which is just OP as heck against their deck. Yeah, so they'll be able to create one, and then like Tamio will just forever keep them at bay. Great choice of planes, by the way. Rebecca Giu. Oh man, I can't remember how she said it. Somebody sent me a video. I was like, it's not pronounced Guai like everybody says. It's like something else. Okay, so they get their. I'd like a force. So I think we attack. Oh, I could use the Caracas if they. Yeah, I'll just play the Caracas, and then if they try to kill it, then I can at least bounce it to my hand and replay it. All right, let's go ahead and do this. They are fetching. Okay. Oh, Badlands. Oh, no. Oh, no. I didn't expect a Badlands. All right, well, yeah, that's bad news. That is very bad news. Are they going to ping me? That's horrifically bad news. Bad news. Okay, so let's think about this. We know that Aegis isn't particularly great. It is a removal card. These Ponders are terrible. We don't have a way to shuffle. I'll put back a Ponder, and I think these other cards are fine, though. Yeah, I'll just draw this, and then I have maximum options as far as like if I need to Solitude something. Okay, they are pinging this. This. So if we just Caracas, then we don't have to worry about them getting, because all their things will fizzle. Okay, right? Fizzle. So they did deny us the thing. I'm thinking about going ahead and solituding this so they don't gain life. Because I can deal with their board. Yeah, I think I do need to do that. But I could start blinking this and exiling creatures. Oh, until it leaves the battlefield. So, yeah, I think it's not that good. I'm going to bin it. I do have a shuffle. I said I didn't have a shuffle, but I lied. Like, I've got Stoneforge next turn, and I will use it. Okay, now we don't have to worry about the cat population. I could have waited to see what they did, but no, I should have waited. There was no reason to do it when I did. Therapy, they're going to name Tamio, which is fine, but then they can also name, oh no, this is devastating. Yeah, it's a good, like they're playing a good version of the deck, I guess. I'm not really high on playing black in this because it exposes you to Wasteland in a way that like other decks don't. If they let us have the Stoneforge, that's a big problem for them. We'll see what they name when they flash back. Oof, that's even worse. Now they're going to flip, and they won't have red, so they won't be able to use the ability, but they will have a very scary Planeswalker on the table. Yeah, this is a rough matchup, and they just, nothing to be done here. It's just a question of what they want to take. I think they take the Felia, because it's legendary, and I can like keep it alive indefinitely. But maybe they take Stoneforge. If they take Stoneforge, I can't shuffle the bad Ponders. I'll probably just concede. We're extremely far behind, though. I'm glad I'm getting this practice. Like, this is a great matchup that I beat it this morning off camera. I'm just, like, I basically just dedicated today, like, my entire day. I'm just playing Legacy. And then I taking my kids to some activity and stuff. Yeah, okay, good. So we keep the Stoneforge. So we actually do have a chance here. Because we can Stoneforge. And we go get pre-war. And we're probably going to get overrun, but we won't necessarily get overrun, if that makes sense. So we draw a dud. I'm going to go ahead and get the pre-war. And even if they kill this, we can bring back our Felio, which is good. Pre-war is the best equipment ever printed. I know I like to say that at least once during every Stoneforge video, because I think people don't understand the extent to which this is just an insane card. In a fair matchup, obviously. It doesn't matter against the combo decks that we were playing previously, this card is terrible. But in a matchup like this is like our bread and butter. This is like what keeps us alive. All right, that's not good. Hopefully they reveal another one of these that I can just bounce to hand. But, well, they don't have the ability to gain life yet. But they are going to create a token, and they get 2 tokens. I don't think we can survive anymore. They've just got so much pressure. Oh, they have a red permanent. It blows that up. Yeah, good game. The deck is incredibly efficient, but the black version does get punished by Wasteland. So like that, like even if they hadn't had that Bowmasters, I think we still lose. All right, so Wrath of the Skies. This is the Wrath of the Skies match, and then the Prismatic Innings. And let's consult my sideboard guide. That's right. There's a sideboard guide, free. You don't have to pay any money for the Be Excellent sideboard guides. Granted, mine are much more simplistic than what you get with like a lot of the people that charge for them. Like I'm a simple man. I like to have just a few, like I just have cards for the top tables. I don't have like those weird silver bullet cards. So here is the Pride, -4 Force, -2 Riddlers, and then we can also bring in the Hydroblast. Yeah, actually I think that's good because it deals with the Johnny, and Riddler dies to their blasts. Dress Down can snuff beneficial triggers. I just don't think Force is like great here. Murktide is great because it, even though it's easy for them to deal with it, if they have Static Prison, man, you know what? Are we going to win a fair game against this person? Like, I'm not sure that my sideboard guide is correct because we can't protect the Queen on Murktide. If I'm trying to think of, like, I beat it this morning. It feels like forever ago. And I'm trying to remember what changes I made there. Yeah, I think I'm just going to play it like this. And like, if Murktide survives, great. Yeah, we're just going to try to remove all the threats, I guess. 2 for 1 ourselves is not where we want to be. Like, they're the fairest of the fair decks. This is a no-lander, tragically. This is not a good hand, but I'll keep it. Put back this Tundra. Then I can lead on Hydroblast, but they don't actually have any, they don't actually have any. I think I'm just going to ponder. Because they don't, like, I want to use this mana efficiently. And I can just keep 1 of these cards. Or 2 of these cards. Karakas is fine. Plow is good. I guess the question is, do I really want Karakas, though? I don't think I do. I don't think it's worth it. But I'll look pretty dumb if they just play Ocelot Pride and I can't do anything. I guess I'll keep the Karakas. And I'll take the Karakas first. So if they therapy me, they won't be able to get the Plow, which is probably what they're going to name postboard. Is this the cat? No. Is the therapy? Thoughtseize. Okay. Well, that's bad for us. Bye, Philia. So now our hand like does nothing basically. I don't have a Surveillion. I'm going to play this out and I can fetch white. You might be asking, why not play a Surveillion? Aren't Surveillions free to play? No, they are not. End of conversation. Okay, Karakas. So now the fact that they took my Philia is not that big of a deal. I'm not going to be doing anything this turn cycle, it looks like. So I'll just plow it next turn. But I will plow it. Will I? So we're hopefully thinning our deck to the extent that we don't draw land here because we desperately need action. That's action. It'll be action in a few turns. I'm going to play this. Is there merit to playing this out knowing you can get wasted? I don't think there is. I do need to plow here. That way I still have a chance to blast if they have the Raptor, which has to be stopped. That card is way too strong. Unfortunately, they're going to take our Hydroblast here, and they're probably going to take our next, our Solitude as well before it is able to stick. Wasteland would be really good here. Never mind. Cancel. Belay that order, deck. Don't give me a Wasteland. Give me action. There's gosh, what a beating. What a beating. Yeah, we're going to lose this deck. And I am really worried about this deck. And they got a Bowmaster, of course, too. Yeah. So really Wrath is the only thing that saves us here, I think. And it's awkward because this is all because of one card, right? They're probably going to just use the token to take our Solitude too. Okay. Oh, the deck is good. It is a very good deck. You will probably not see it on the channel because it's not a no reserve list deck and it's not my style, but I might play it at some point. You don't need me to show you how to play it. It's I think it's pretty straightforward. I'm not saying it's a dumb deck, but I don't think it's the hardest deck to play. So we got that. Do we get Wrath of the Skies? We got Felia. Okay. Unfortunately, that doesn't do anything. We just have to see if they tap out. I mean, I'll still play it out probably. Just a shot on port their Caracas Wasteland. That's unfortunate. Right. I'll just let that happen. They are going to combat. Unfortunately, I need to let them tap out. Like, I can't ambush. It won't work. So I'll take 3 and then, oh, they don't have anything. Well, I guess I'll just get them to tap it. I mean, push anything. Now they know what's in my hand. Then let me go to my turn. Off the table, shall we? Would you like to bounce it down? That's fine. They still have white mana. I'll just wait. Now they can't attack with this unless they have removal. Okay, Elegant Parlor coming in. This has first strike. Belly is in. Does Belly survive? Come on, Riddler. Ah! Well, I guess I'll just not attack because I'm the control deck here. There's no merit to me attacking. Who cares if they're at 15 instead of 17? Okay, they'll take my card that I was not brave enough to cast. Okay, then they have the plow. So we're just sitting here doing nothing. They have nothing else, though. Like a Wrath of the Skies would shake it up, but we did get our land wasted, so we don't want to draw Wrath, actually. Again, deck below that order. All right, they're not doing anything over there. Come on. That would be a good card if we had more mana, but they wasted us. 3-color deck that's also playing Wasteland. I don't agree with it. Like, it's clearly working against us here. Okay. Don't put a Cabal Therapy in the yard. Goblin Bombardment. Okay. Like, their entire deck is mana and gas, so we can expect for crazy stuff to happen. They don't have a Cabal Therapy in the yard, which is nice, but they do have a lot more pressure now. So we'll take 3. We're on a basically 2-turn clock. There's no way we're going to be able to Solitude meaningfully. Like, if we draw something that pitches to Solitude, I will do it to deny the Majani, but I have to do this. There's like no there's no alternative, frankly. I think we're just dead. So unfortunately, pre-war is good, but I think we're dead if we cast it. What do we get back? We get back a Felia. Let's see. We're taking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we're dead. And they're pinging us, so we lost. I'm glad I'm getting practice. Again, even though we got destroyed there, it's practice. Round 4, we're 2-1. We're up against an unknown opponent on the play. This is not a bad hand. Yeah, I'm going to keep this. I do want to get the basic island here, just out of respect for Wasteland. Like, I almost always fetch basics in the blind, and we may pay the price and not be able to plow stuff, but it's a chance I'm willing to take with this brainstorm. They said, thank you. Enjoy your videos. Right. Probably enjoy hearing my many, many rants against Tamio on the channel as I hypocritically cast a Tamio on the play, turn 1, as one should. Okay. Raucous Theater. Are they on the burn deck? Please be on the burn deck. That'd be so sweet. Okay, they kept. I'm going to probably waste that. Yeah, I'm going to waste to buy time. Let's go ahead and come across, and then I'll brainstorm first. Just in case, like, I mean, if I find, I've got 2 equipment in my hand, so if I find a fetch, it might be better to just clear them. But generally, decks where this is in their deck, they're not playing Force. Okay, this is great. So I'll put back this and this. I'll put back both my equipment. And now I'm just going to play this out, and I can go fetch the other planes and defend Tamio with Plow. That is a sick looking swamp. That is some sick art. Soulsborne style. Okay, so we're just going to go get our planes here so we can go in our graveyard just in case we find one of our Murktide. It's not a big deal. This is going to resolve. It could be like a mono black build and they just happen to be playing this as their Surveil land. I guess I could have waited, but I do want to use the mana efficiently because I've got a Riddler here. Whoa, that's great. Plus, I'm going to go ahead and take them off one of these. And I'm going to go ahead and just riddle now while I can. I don't think that from one black mana they're going to have any particularly power. Okay, that's fine. Any particularly scary like haste threats. So I don't need to keep the plow mana up. I have Plow for Bowmaster if they try to stop me from ultimating here. Waste not. Very cool. Whenever an opponent discards a creature card, create a 2/2 black zombie creature. Whenever an opponent discards a land, add black. Whenever an opponent discards a non-creature non-land card, draw a card. Very cool. Hyped to see this on the channel. I haven't seen this in a while. It's a cool card. You can build around it. Okay. So we have Merc. We do have Merc. So I'm going to plus and I'm going to Merc. Merc is not big, but I can Merc and I can keep Plow up. And if they give me Hellbent, that actually helps my cause later. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll keep the Wasteland in there just in case for some reason they wheel us, which is extremely unlikely. Okay, and now if they have like Dark Ritual, him, and Bowmasters, they can stop us from ultimating. Gaia Reach Sanitarium. Cool card. My opponent's playing some spicy cards. All right. So they get 2 black mana and they get a zombie, I think. They left us with the 1 card we can cast, which is great. It's like very lucky. Oh, they're playing a second Wasteland. Okay. All right. We're going to Tomio Ultimate here. This can't tap for black, so we don't have to worry about Dark Ritual. 44 cards in the deck. I don't think there's any risk. Yeah, I'll probably just... Okay. So when this happens, if my opponent wants to keep playing, we can keep playing. But basically, I have to sort my deck, which takes a minute. If you're ever wondering, if you're up against me, why I'm so slow after Tomio Ultimate, I just plan out the rest of the game real quick. So we've got 3 forces. We got plenty of blue cards. Felia is fine. I think this is just Wasteland, waste them. Like I'll usually just start firing off Wastelands if I'm not sure what to do here. I could Wasteland and then I could re-Merc, and then I have 2 Mercs. I think that's fine. And that also slightly buffs this first Merc. And I have Solitude anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Go ahead and do this. 1, 3, 4. Okay. Always yield. And then we're hitting for 6. And this game is extremely over. I think I played against somebody recently and they tried to beat me after Tomio Ultimate, and it was actually pretty close. It was like surprisingly close, but I didn't lose the game. There was also a game where I was playing in paper with Tomio Ultimate, and I had like 2 Beanstalks in, and I like got my hand extremely low. There's no reason to give them this mana. Let's force this because they may have something uncounterable that I can't think of. Okay, good game. All right, so against Mono Black, I think Prismatic Ending is good. Wasteland's pretty bad, but it is part of our mana base. I don't want to take it out in any circumstances. Riddler's pretty bad because it's slow. And they're definitely a 4x Bowmaster deck. I think we could drop 1. They're playing tokens. I mean, there's an argument for bringing in Wrath of the Skies, but it's so mana intensive. They're almost certainly playing 4 Wastelands as well. Dress Down is very good against Mono Black because of Barragoyfs and Nethergoyfs. I'm actually going to take out 2 Riddlers because, like, if Felia is good enough with Stoneforge Mystic, we don't actually need the Riddler. And Riddler's kind of a liability because, like, I've been in situations where, like, I'm like hellbent and then like Bowmaster's triggering like crazy because I've got a Riddler in play. Yeah, this is a keep. This is basically a repeat of the previous game. And again, I want to assure you, if there's some sort of purity test I have to pass, I do not like Tomio and I do not wish she was legal, but I'm going to play with her because, frankly, trying to play control decks without her is playing with one arm tied behind your back. She's by far the best card draw engine in Legacy right now. So this is hopefully, yeah, it's just a Thoughtseize. In my hand is, they're likely going to just take the Tomio here because she's the fastest threat. They may have an answer for her. Okay. And we can play on basics, which I love. I think I probably just fire off this Ponder just to get deeper into my deck. And Bowmaster is definitely on the horizon. And I'm filling up the yard for Mercs. This is a good hand. I don't need this island ever. I'll take the Ponder now and the Tomio next turn. And this way, like if they surgical me, which usually doesn't happen, but if they are crazy and brought in surgical, which I doubt they are, then like they could surgical Tomio and get like insane value. If they're just like, I don't want to lose the Tomio, I'm going to surgical her now. Okay, another Thoughtseize. So they won't be able to take the Tomio that's in my hand. And next turn I can just Tomio Brainstorm, which is so freaking cheap. But I do think I'm going to do it. Okay. Because like they may be, they're on 1 land. They may be playing Sheoldred's Edict. I think I could just get some clues. I'm going to play conservatively and get some clues here. I can flip it at will. They know about the brainstorm. When my opponent is like on one land, there's like, I'm not going to try to turbo because they may have Shield Edict, and that would be really embarrassing to lose to Shield, like to have a no value Tamio when I could have created a bunch of clues because I've got lots of land. I don't really want to get wasted here. I think I'll just play that out, and then I can keep this up to, now I can fetch a plains if I want to. And this is like the insidious thing about Tamio is even if, like, it's often better to not even flipper and just to create clues that will, you know, give you tons of value later in the game. I will activate this clue. I should have activated it like when I had priority, just in case, like, so I wouldn't have to worry about them bowmastering. Yeah, I'm going to do it now. Okay, another Tamio. It's not really what I want to see, but I can't complain. I think I am going to go ahead and flip because I've got I have a redundant Tamio in hand, and I've gotten a lot of value already. So if she dies, it's not the end of the world. Oh wait, I can play this out, and now, if they want to kill her, then I can just Karakas back. Okay, they don't kill her. So cards that go back, Tamio. I don't think the Wasteland is going to do anything in this matchup, but I could be wrong. They did have Gyre Reach Sanitarium. Yeah, I'll do that. So she flips. Now I plus. I'm going to go ahead and fetch. Get a plains. And I'm just going to immediately crack. Actually, I kind of want to convert this Ponder into a potentially useful card. or just the best cards imaginable. My goodness, these are insane. Well, I'm not going to be cracking the clue. I'll just put Felia in. Gosh, these are such good cards. What did I do to deserve this? They said not like this. Okay, so we'll just pass. Yeah, we've all been there. I have to compliment my opponent's avatar. This thing is sweet looking. Whoever did the art on that. Derpy Monster. It's called Derpy Monster? Okay, so I am going to go ahead and just put her in. I mean, if they had a Fatal Push, they probably would have pushed Tommy there. Well, maybe not because I had the thing. Okay, well, like this game is almost certainly over. They just kept a one-lander and got punished. I think you can keep a one-lander if it has a Ponder in it and you can have access to basic island, like Bosch and Roll says, Island Ponder Keep. That doesn't always work, but it does work a lot. Okay, now we have access to Solitude as well. I'm just going to plus. I'm going to Ponder here, trying to find a Riddler, I guess. Just end the game faster. Okay, they are Dark Ritualing, which is fine. I have a Plow. This is fine. It will probably ping Tamio here. It's pinging my Felia. Now I'm just going to Plow here. Now I Ponder. Yeah, I actually need to exile this first. I'll take the Dress down. No, I'll take the Prismatic Ending. So I have, yeah, I actually stacked that slightly wrong. Shouldn't matter. And we'll just exile this so it doesn't kill our dude, our chick, our doggy. And then I'll just pass. And I have Tamio Ultimate in 2 turns. Do they find a land? I've got a Wasteland if it's a Surveillant. Okay. Right. So I can plus here. Oh, I can just crack the clue and then play it. Yeah. Okay. And now we can fetch. Get the other planes. Actually, I'll get an island. Blue, Riddler. And like this is just kind of like what this deck does if unchecked. A lot of powerful legacy decks will do disgusting things like this if unchecked, and our opponent, unfortunately, just has not been able to check us at all. So we're threatening like on so many different axes, like insane card advantage, and then also like Tamio Ultimate, which is like just like otherworldly card advantage, and then we're also attacking for a lot. And then we've got Stoneforge in hand, which can go get the Meteor Sword, which can take away their final land, which I'm probably actually going to do. I'll actually probably kill them before they can even die to not having me land. I wouldn't mind getting the Flawless Victory, but I don't think they're going to wait around. Yeah, GG's. Okay, so we're 3-1. We're going into the final round. All right, and now for our final round, we're likely up against an Aluren player. And when I say Aluren player, I don't mean the cool old Aluren. I mean like just another show and tell deck that also plays Aluren. This is pretty insane because this breaks up their combo completely. Yeah, I'll keep this. We don't have a blue source, but I'll just play the plains and pass. And then they won't expect a force necessarily. They may have changed decks, but they were on that a few days ago. They've got several trophies with it. It is a very good deck. I might play it on the channel, but again, I'm kind of like heartbroken that Aluren's just another, I win combo, and it's not like a cool mid-range deck that also has like a powerful backup plan. Not anymore. So let's go ahead and draw here. Oh, that's pretty good. Let's go ahead and get the, I guess the question is, do we want to just go get the Meteor Sword? Yeah, I think I Felia first. If I get the Meteor Sword, yeah, I want to Felia first. And this is pretty obviously like, okay, they're going to Felia. Like, they stopped for a long time and they didn't do anything. They have a Felia. Brainstorm's good. And I've played against this player a lot, so they know I'm probably on blue. I probably play blue like 80% of the time. Unless I'm doing like no reserve list videos, which it's hard to do control with no reserve list. It's usually aggro. Okay. You can do mono blue control. I've had some success with that. But when you, on a no reserve list deck, 90% of the time you're playing one color because the duels are just too integral to fixing, which is why I'm playing with duels today. Like, I'm just not brave enough to go to a major tournament. Like, drive 8 hours just to prove a point. Like, hey, you can win without duels. Like, yeah, it's not really what I want to. So if we had white, we'd be in a pretty good position, but we're going to do okay anyway because we've got this. Right. Let's go get I get Assimilation, Aegis, and Meteor Sword here. So I get the Meteor Sword, which is the like obvious thing that I'm going to get, and then I'll go get the Assimilation, Aegis, and then Show and Tell just is never going to work. They're going to need a win through Aluren. This comes back. I don't expect them to kill any of my creatures, so I don't think it's correct to get pre-war here. And this is like anti-Show and Tell tech, basically, both of these cards. So I could fight here. I should fight. All right, that worked. Okay. Crocus is pretty nice, but I still would love to have blue. I think I just have to waste here, and then I'll just take out all their lands. Why not? You're giving me the window to do so, right? This is beautiful, by the way. Yeah, just devastation. Absolutely devastating. We're a fair deck up against a brutal combo deck, and they were about to have 0 lands in play. Okay. All right. So Lavinia gets in. Force Negations get in. They're like a glass cannon-y kind of deck. Prismatic doesn't matter. They may have some, like, yeah, I mean, Consign, nah. Dress Down's really good here. So I'm going to take out all the plows. They can answer the guy when he hops out there, the win con, but not really where we want to be. So we don't want to pull out all the white. I like Solitude because it can come in off Show and Tell. I think we could cut a land on the draw. I think I'm going to cut a Plains. I don't want to pre-war doesn't do anything against their deck. Yeah, we should cut. Yeah, Consign can stop. It's not actually any good against their deck. Like, I don't think they play Emrakul. It can stop a Trax trigger. That's it. They're not playing One Ring. It's so interesting that Aluren is better than One Ring, but it makes sense that it would be. It can stop Consign can stop a few triggers. This is another don't lose canned. I like it. If they had Traxa, we can bounce the Traxa out of play at least, and then they have to redeploy her. They can only deploy a Traxa through a Show and Tell. I never keep quickly. I always wait and think, make them think I have a shaky hand, but I've got a rock solid hand. Oh, it's like, if you ever see the movie Quiz Show about the 1950s, this guy, like Ralph Fiennes has to play this, Ralph Fiennes? I have no idea how to pronounce his name. He's a cool actor. But he has to pretend that he doesn't know the answer to these quiz games in like the 60s. He's like, sweating, leaning back, just like pretending like he's really racking his brain, but he actually has been fed the answers. Anyway, I'm doing that right now. Okay, I'll keep. Hedge Maze. So Carpet is probably not a big deal here. I'll just lead on Crocus anyway. Okay, so we've got Stoneforge next turn, and we still have Felia with Solitude. But again, Solitude's mostly there if they Show and Tell. Ponder is okay. I will allow it. If they have Carpet, I think I'm going to fetch a Plains out here. There's Tommy, which is nice, but like not necessary here. Yeah, I just want to go ahead and get... Wait, Stoneforge now? Do I want a Stoneforge now? I'm going to wait. Because I'll get double Stoneforge and I'll get an attack in to reduce their life total. I think it's better. The deck is beautiful. Like, I love this deck so much. I'm really having fun. And I think like the inclusion of Crocus and a couple Wastelands are just like chef's kiss. 4-1. I'm hopefully going to 4-1 again. Which is good. Like, if you can 4-1 fairly consistently with a deck, then that's a good deck. just like playing all the random kind of combo degens, playing the lands decks and like all the grinders. We didn't face any of that stuff. So they can probably rest assured that we have Ophelia here. I don't want to build up Storm that's going to give them Fluster, but they're almost certainly playing Veil instead. Okay, so what is this? Show and Tell with no mana floating. Well, I am going to attempt to force here. I'll pitch Tomio because I might need to desperately dig here. And Tomio's not really part of my win. They force back. Okay, unfortunately, I might be dead. I think I put in Stoneforge. Do I put in Stoneforge? Do I just put in the Tundra? If I put in the Stoneforge, I can go get Aegis. They force pitching Consign. Oh, wait. Wait, I didn't pitch Tomio. Like this doesn't make any sense. There's like, it's so buggy. Be excellent. Exiles Consign with Force of Will's, with Force of Will's ability. I'm sorry, the logs. I'm sorry. I'm not supposed to be laughing at how janky this is. Okay, so I think the system got confused about who was forcing or whatever, because I don't have Consign in my deck right now. Okay, so all right. So here's what I do know. If they have the thing, we need to be able to Solitude. So if I put in Solitude right now, it's not going to work. Like that would be bad. So I think the correct thing to do is to put the Stoneforge in, and then we can pitch Felia in a pinch. Yeah. Okay, so this resolves. Stoneforge goes in. I probably actually... Do I want to get the Aegis? We'll see. I get a trigger. They have a learn. Okay. Your move, opponent. Do you have the combo? So Meteor Sword is the take here. And then if they go for it, I have to Solitude. So we can blow this away if they don't win right now. They have to play the creature, discard, and then, okay, they're waiting. They're waiting. All right, I just have to chill. I can't go for it. Because if I play it out, then I don't have Solitude up. Okay, that doesn't do anything. I'll play this out. Fetch. Let's go get a... I guess Murktide could come into the picture later. Yeah, I think I probably do want to get the island here. Okay, now let's go ahead and activate. And I'm going to go like this. Play Meteor Sword. Meteor Sword is going to target your Aluren. Are you going to try to combo me now? Formidable Speaker enters. You have to discard a card. They discard stock up. Okay, now they go get the thing. That resolves. With its ability on the stack, I'm going to exile it. Good games. We got the 4-1. Hell yeah. That felt great. This deck feels so tight. I mean, like the no reserve list version felt insane, but like with the added power, like the full powered up version, this is the version if you want to go to a major tournament and you're a control gamer and you're used to the dirtily Stoneforge pack, like, but I didn't get even close to time in any of those 10 matches. So like I broke this into 2 videos, but it was all in one sitting. I played 2 back-to-back leagues. I'm going to just relax and decompress. I feel like the list is exactly where it needs to be. Sideboard Guide's great. Again, that's in the primer. If you just click the linked video description or the deck list in the video description. So let's talk through this. Wrath, obviously very important to survival against the Mardu tokens deck. Also good in the Black Saga Storm deck. That I can't remember if we faced that in this league or the previous one. 4 force negations. It just does the trick against combo. You don't need to get fancy. You don't need to play Damping Sphere. You don't need to play freaking expensive card, whatever it's called. It used to be reasonable, and now it's just insane because it's a reserve list card. No Rod. Yeah, you don't necessarily need that. Lavinia, pretty good. I think like it did prompt a concession. And it's just a good card, and it pitches to all our force. I hope you saw throughout this league and perhaps the other one if you watched it, just how good Solitude is. It's freaking nutty. It's so insane. It's just like, it is basically another force. Like it's functionally like kind of forces 5 and 6. And I tried playing Daze. I even played Stifle, which again, I'm always talking trash on Stifle, but I was like, well, let's see whether there's some merit to this top 8 list. Like, I feel like this list is just simply better than the tempo versions because it can play the long game a lot better. Like top decking Daze, top decking Stifle, that feels terrible. But when you have literally 20 threats. Oh, did I mention 20 lands, 20 creatures, 20 others? This is the classic kind of like platonic ideal of a deck. What is the card? There's some like expression. I don't know. It's like the David form or whatever. Like, I can't remember what it's called. The Pythagorean triangle, or no, golden ratio. It's like the golden ratio of decks, right? With 20 creatures. And I'll tell you, like, I really do feel like Legacy is in a place where you do want to just have a lot of threats. Murktide helps us in a lot of games quickly. It doesn't synergize with the rest of the deck at all, really, but it's just a generic good card that pitches the force and comes down against your Eldrazi opponent and destroys them. I don't really have anything else to say. I'm going to, like, wish me luck. Actually, it's too late. The tournament will have happened by the time this goes live. But, like, back-to-back 4-1s, feeling very good. For some context, I think with the tempo version, I actually got like a 1-4, and then I got a 2-3, and I think I got a 3-2 this morning. I finally got a 3-2 this morning, and then I made some changes, took the daisies out, added a few more basics. I went from 3 basics to 5 basics, and bam, back-to-back 4-1s. So, and if anything, like, I should have been less fresh because it was my third league of the day. So, yeah, I think this is the build. So hope you enjoyed this. I hope you enjoy, like, blue-white gaming. I hope you enjoy watching control decks stand up to the boogeyman of the format, oops all spells, Necrodominance, stuff like that. Yeah, and no shame in taking an L as a blue deck against a fair non-blue deck. That's generally how it goes down. But yeah, I hope you're having a fantastic day. Until next time, be excellent to each other and party on.